Hi, I'm Rob Sabin, the editor-in-chief at ProjectorCentral, and I'm here today with Shen from ViewSonic, who's going to tell us a little bit about a variety of consumer and business-to-business projectors that are featured in ViewSonic's ProjectionExpo 2021 booth. Mia, good to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure. I have been a really heavy user of ProjectorCentral for a long time, so it's really a pleasure to be there.
Thank you. Thank you. We're glad that we can serve the industry. So let's get right into it. So the first projector I know we want to talk about is the M2E. Now, ProjectorCentral reviewed the M2 favorably a while back. Really nice little portable projector. Let's give me a little basic description of the M2 and the M2E and how it differs from the original M2.
Sure. So yeah, M2E is the latest addition to our ultra portable LED projector family line. This is like a little sister of M2 because it's lighter. It's also smaller in form factor, but it doesn't mean, it's not as powerful as M2. So it's still a great combination of 1080p and good brightness, especially for road warriors, whether you're going to use a projector for like a theater in a box or for some presentation. This is definitely a great choice. So it's similar to M2, but there's definitely some improvement as well. I wanted to talk about the easy setup because this one comes with the instant autofocus and auto keystone. We always talk about autofocus and auto keystone, but there's a difference between regular and instant. So instance means that you don't need to wait for the image to adjust. And this is actually achieved through autofocus sensor, autofocus camera, and also our proprietary algorithm to deliver this ease of use to end users. So there's a technology we call time of flight. That's the secret.
Yeah, well, and you know what? I've seen your older autofocus mechanisms, and certainly they work very effectively, but they do take a few seconds to actually zero in on the precise image. So yeah, it sounds like a great feature. What else is there about the M2E that we want our viewers to know about today?
Yeah, so ways that we try to deliver not only video, but also audio enhancement experience to all our, users. So for sure that this one still comes with the, not no-name speakers, but the Harman Kardon speakers.
Right.
And another feature I want to talk about is definitely the, more and more people that are using the USB Type-C.
Yes.
So faster and easier. So this one comes with the USB Type-C port.
All right. Anything else about the M2E that you want to add before we move on to the next product?
Yeah, M2E is only 60% of the form factor of M2. So now it's even lighter. It's also very powerful, great combination, resolution, brightness. So definitely, one of our favors. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the brightness rating on the M2E?
The brightness, for LED brightness is 1000 LED brightness.
LED lumens, sure.
Right.
Okay, great. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the home theater projectors, because I know there are two new models that came out. We recently tested the PX 701, I believe, -4K.
Right.
And there's also a higher end model. So tell me about some of those.
Yeah, sure. So this is our 2021 new 4K lineup. Both of the model adopts the latest TI's DMD chipset. So they will be able to do a much faster low input lag versus the previous generation. That's one of the great innovation on our new 4K. Other than that, there are, 4K just means 4 times 1080p, 4 times better than the 1080p. So both of the projectors, they serve not only as home theater projectors at a very reasonable price, but they are also, great choices for people who enjoy big screen casual gamers, due to the ultra fast input lag.
Yes, certainly. These are very value priced projectors. They're both under $1,000. I think ViewSonic is really the leader in terms of being able to provide 4K at very attractive prices right now. The input lag, the ability to get the input lag down as low as you have, and where is it on these two projectors? Because I think they do. Do they also do?
4.2 millisecond.
Right, that's with a 240 hertz frame rate, right? Yeah, which is amazing. Have you been just seeing much more demand for lower and lower frame rates and lower input lag for gaming among the projector community?
Yeah, definitely. Well, because projectors, they're not definitely kind of behind in terms of input lag. So this improvement is really something help us to, reach out to people. They probably not hardcore gamers, but casual gamers, they really enjoy big screen fun. Now, this is definitely the great choices. Plus, the major difference using a projector versus the regular display monitor or TV is there's the limitation on the screen size is totally different.
Of course, right.
Wall-to-wall, big screen font is up to 300 inches. So that's definitely, adding together a lot of more people that they are enjoy using projector, to play games.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you're pushing the brightness as well, which means that it probably lends itself a little better to a gaming application where somebody might want to have some moderate ambient light on in the room.
Right.
So, what's the lumen specs on these two products?
Yeah, PX701 is 3,200 NC lumens, and on the upscale model PX74A, that's 4,000 NC lumens. It's definitely. I use PX74A myself. The good thing is, it's versatile. You can leave the lights on, and then, when I want to watch a movie, use this like a real home theater projector, I turn all my lights off, and I don't even you don't need the full brightness mode on. I turn to the super eco mode, and then the is, for both of the projectors, they're bright enough for you to do that if you want to dim the light. And then when you use the super eco mode, that means the lamp life can be extended to 20,000 hours.
Wow, so, that's like laser territory at that point.
Right.
So.
Right.
Yeah.
You're saving money upfront and also in the long run, because you don't need to. You can wait for a long time to, pay for the replacement lamps.
Sure. And are there other things aside from the extra lumens? Are there other things that you get when you step up to the
PX748,
the bigger model? Yeah, to the 748.
Yeah. So that's the zoom. It's 1.3 times. And also you get a shorter throw distance. It's about a 1.1 throw ratio. So that means, the limitation on the space is even, it's just easier. The PX74A will be more easy for you to adapt to the environment you want to use this projector in.
Sure. Okay. Anything else on these two models that we should cover before we move on?
And also the warping tool. The warping tool allows both of the projector to be project image on non-flat surfaces. So it's to fit into your design, to fit into the environment you're going to use this projector easier.
Sure, that's kind of an unusual feature to see on what amounts to a targeted home theater and gaming projector. But you think that people will use that warping facility in some home applications?
Not only home, we're about to head into the backyard theater season.
Oh, well, that's true too, right?
Both of the projectors, they're I won't say they're ultra portable, but they're actually still very compact. It's easy. Definitely different. Like you're using a TV. Once the TV is there, it will always be there. It's difficult for you to move around the TV.
Gotcha.
But
So
most of the projectors, Yeah, easily for you to use in any room or backyard you want. So the warping feature would help if you're using the environment.
Right. If you're moving the projector around and you just need to bring it into the edges of the screen, that's the most efficient way to do that. Right.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. What's next on your list there for the booth?
I think we featured and we won the award, two of our projectors. That's X100, and also LS600W. So these are the two models.
Right. Well, let's talk about the X100 because that really is an innovative projector. And I think last year when you guys featured that in your ProjectionExpo booth, we gave it a Best of Show award. It was new at that time and just emerging, really. But that is a very unusual piece, being LED, a full-size LED-driven projector. It's a good segue before we get into the details on it for you to talk a little bit about LED and what that means for ViewSonic, because I think you're really more committed as a brand to driving new LED models into the market than a lot of others. What's your feeling about LED and its role in the future?
Yeah, exactly. We definitely believe LED is the future. That's why we have an extensive lineup focused on LED technology. Lamp-free has been the trend for sure because there's hassle-free, maintenance-free. But laser, talk about laser, the price is just not that friendly. If you want like a church projector or projector for auditorium, you want to go high brightness, then laser probably that's the best way to deliver that as of today. But technology is actually improved, and we see LED more and more, high brightness LED technology, making it possible to use LED instead of laser. And the difference versus LED and the laser, I will say the major advantage will be color.
Mm-hmm.
LED is the color will be always more vivid and also higher color saturation, while LED is more affordable in terms of pricing. So
right.
Yeah,
so
a different, like from portable all the way, you have one put in your pocket, you can have one using your living room, and you can have one bright enough to use in classroom.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and that has been the challenge up till now, is getting high enough brightness. We've had LED for the portables for a while, but it looks like you guys are pushing it to where you can actually get something done in an ambient light environment if you need to. So
right. So we're going to add more and more LED projector to our lineup. That's for sure, because this is the future we believe in for projector.
All right. Well, let's talk about the X100-4K and what makes that special as a product.
Right. Yeah, just like you mentioned, this is also LED. You see a lot of home theater projectors, but it's not very common to see a pure LED, based projector for home theater, dedicated for home theater. I think this one is the first thing is about the quietness. Not only the visual quality, LED deliver better image and the color saturation, enhance the video quality, but at the same time, we try to achieve great audio experience, not only by using great speakers, but also ensure the projector is quiet enough. So at 20 dB, this is definitely one of the lowest dB, the noise level projector on market.
Yeah, I have seen it, and I know that there's several whisper fans basically that move the air through that, which I imagine allows you to just work them at a lower speed, right? Right, and thermal design, and also we have a patent like tri-axis fan design to achieve the quietness of this projector. Another thing I want to talk about X100, it's very unique, is the wide lens shift. As you have
if you want to buy a wide lens shift projector, 2,000, 3,000 is very common. But yeah, X100-4K, our model, it's below 2,000, and also comes with both vertical and horizontal lens shift, not only digital lens shift. So that's another thing, make installation a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely, and definitely not something, that kind of wide lens shift is not something you see all that often in a projector at that price point, certainly.
Right. So yeah, that's another unique part about the X100-4K. Yeah, and also, you know, it's the latest generation of LED, and also comes with our patent, the Cinema Super Color Plus. So it's just a great home theater projector, the flagship model that we would recommend for people they want a real home theater experience.
Sure. Okay. And then let's talk a little bit finally about the is it the LS600W?
We won an award from you guys, first of all, so thank you very much last year.
Yes.
Yeah, so this projector has been a great hit, especially we got a lot of appreciation from schools because the price is very affordable. What's
the basic street price on that, Mia, right now?
The street price about $900. Yeah, so you know, compare if you want a high brightness lamp-free solution, this is a really great price point. Thinking about the lifespan, 30,000 hours. That means if you use like 4 hours a day, it lasts longer than 20 years. So
right.
Yeah, and also
an LED engine. We should point out. So
right,
which is why we singled it out last year for being special.
Yes, and this is one of the you know, you won't be able to find a lot of high brightness LED projectors. Just like you mentioned, you have a tons of like portable, ultra portable LED projectors for the consumer, but you don't see like 3,000 NC Lumens LED projectors. That's very rare, right?
Very unusual. And what allowed you to achieve that? Is that just the more advanced LED technology that you've been applying now?
Right. This is the second generation of LED, and you know, the LED to enhance the brightness, we add additional blue LED. So this is like you know, you use different LED, and with the additional adding of blue LED, the brightness can be greatly enhanced.
Right. So it's RGBB basically for the light engine. Gotcha. What else do people need to know about it that in terms of its ability for placement? Is there also lens shift on that product as well?
This one is it comes with a 360-degree projection, horizontal, vertical, keystone for easy installation, and also comprehensive lens. So it's the, you know, all the basic the popular features that will be requested for B2B projector or classroom projector.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else you want to add about it before we close down here?
No, as you can see that I think we're trying to position ourselves as the LED lamp-free solution leading brand on market. And also affordable 4K. That's also something we try to ensure that all our customers with different price point budget, they'll be able to enjoy really good video and audio experience. That's our mission.
Sure.
And one more good news I want to share is, you know, according to Future Source, we're actually we're the top #1 DOP brand.
Is that right? Good for you guys.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's all I want to share today.
Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time, and we appreciate it. I know the viewers will as well, and we look forward to having you at ProjectionExpo.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Mia. Take care.
Take care.